This is hello to Squirrel Sniper, my good friend, which means we got Squirrel Sniper, our good friend here. Squirrel Sniper, how are you? Jace, how are you? We have Lucy. Lucy, our new good friend. The amazing Lucy, with an awesome channel. Lucy sending some love Jace's way. Nice, guys. Nice to see that. We can all certainly do with more love. The truth is, there's never any more love, there's never any less love. There is only love and our awareness of love. Can we bring our awareness to love more sharply in focus through our life? Can we withdraw from it further? And the answer to both those questions is yes. And throughout life, a lot of us do. And then we have people like Jace, who has a spontaneous awakening into love, just a deepening realization day by day by day that there is no absence of love, there's no lack of love. So we just open our heart. Jace says, Yogi is never late. I appreciate that no one holds me accountable for being late. Hey, Cat and Jack, how are you feeling? Dragonfruit Man says, howdy. Hey, Dragonfruit Man. Cat, the last time you got to spend any time with us, you were not feeling too well. You had the flu. I hope that's better. Dragonfruit Man says, howdy. What's up, Nightmare? We're going to talk more about breath walk or breath work. Sorry. Snipper says, I missed all that watching the adverts. Well, thank you for watching the adverts. You didn't miss much. I was just talking about love. Made it through work, and Beth's still just plain tired. Wow. Man, I hope you didn't push yourself too hard. But you are off for what, 3 days now? Today's your first day off, right? So you got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I hope that gives you plenty of recovery time. Okay, so Squirrel, give me my ads back, bro. Not had one yet. Hopefully they're coming. Well, I shouldn't hope that on anyone. So hey, prayers your way, Cat and Jack, sending you love. This says Mumsy Wumsy. We're listening and relaxing. We're gonna have a chat today inspired by toy pups. Going back to the basics of breath work. Dan says, what's up, Yogi Man? What's up, Dan? Cat says, me too. Thanks, Yogi. Absolutely. 3 days of rest. That should do it. This has been I talked to Jace. I think it was Saturday. How tough of a winter it's been for so many people. Between everyone getting sick, the weather, it's just been tough all around. My prayers to everyone. Sniper says, can the evil in the world stand alone and make gains independently of what the collective consciousness allows? Or can it only mirror the collective consciousness being derived from the beliefs about evil? It's an excellent question. Hey, Brian. First, I'd say there's no evil and there's no world. There is just the beliefs and the thoughts that we project out into the ethers of both evil and a world existing, and that we can, in a moment, see through it. In fact, we all have. It's a really good question. I love the cosmology of A Course in Miracles because it aligns so nicely with. Sorry, guys. Just I shaved my head before I took a shower, and I'm admiring my job. Every once in a while, I miss a spot. That, yeah, Course in Miracles aligns so perfectly with Buddhism as well as more so with Vedanta in the yogic tradition. It's all a thought. We have projected this world and the perception of evil In the absence of those perceptions, we're back to love, which was the topic we began with. Brian says, hello, Eric, was watching your kettlebell video, looking strong. Thanks, Brian. It's nice to be back with the kettlebells. There was an extended absence. 11 years of ultra running and then about 5 years of body weight stuff. Sniper says, again, it's all about belief. Yes, you nailed it, Sniper, for sure. You and I have talked about that quite a bit, and you mentioned that quite a bit, actually. Sniper says, breathwork has somehow become my favorite topic. It's definitely one of mine, breathwork and meditation. We need to talk more about meditation. I need to build up the enthusiasm. The difference is, meditation, you generally have to sit, 15, 20 minutes, and you do so for a while before you start experiencing results. Breath work, immediately, couple breaths, and you're in the zone. Dan says, not much, got to take this gas valve apart on my water heater. Yeah, you mentioned it over the weekend. One of the reasons why you wanted to get home when you were traveling. All right, everyone is saying hi. Let me get down to the bottom here. Hey, Daisy. Hey, Daisy, guys, congratulate Daisy. She is newly monetized, 3,000 watch hours. Hey, Tim. Hey, Eric LaPointe.
Congratulations, Daisy! Woohoo, Daisy! You made it. Welcome to the group, Daisy.
And she is fast making her way to 4K.
You got it. It's almost there. That 1K though, not gonna lie, it seems like it takes for more than forever. But
Yep.
It's just a feeling because it gets there fast. You'll get there. You're on a roll. Woohoo!
I'm going to answer a question real quick from Kellogg's grandson, which is, how can you have muscle mass with a vegan diet? Calories. It's all about calories, because protein is protein is protein. Protein from a legume is the same as protein from a meat. You will get the same benefits, and it's actually better for you. All about getting in the calories. You get enough calories on a vegan diet, and you're lifting, you'll get big.
Education.
Yep.
I think just learning about the different, like, that was a great question.
It was.
Right? That was a great question. I learned something new. I was like, oh, protein is like the same in meat as it is in legumes. Like, oh,
protein is protein. People will tell you that that you don't get the higher quality. No. Regardless.
Protein is protein.
Yep. Look at some of the strongest animals in the animal kingdom.
Yeah.
Gorillas.
Yeah.
They don't say, well, this is low quality protein in my
they're
my
like,
leaves
yeah,
and my
I'm
bananas.
a vegan because I choose to be. They're like, hello.
Right. Hey, Joshua. Our friend Joshua's here.
Hi, Joshua. Hi, Lucy. Hi, Dudsy. How are you guys? Double tapping like the live. Hi, Kayla Boo. Hi.
Hey, Kayla. Life on Random is here. Hey, Life on Random.
Hi, Squirrel Sniper. Hi, Tim. Hi, Eric LaPointe.
Yep, Eric LaPointe. He was live earlier, getting into his reps.
Yeah, Yogi was giving you a shout out. Big shout out. He's like, even if I'm not live, I'm going to make sure everyone knows Eric LaPointe is live right now.
I did my best. Gotta support the people.
Yeah.
That you like, that you love, that you admire. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's easy to do when you love them because it just comes naturally.
That's what we were talking about. Sorry, the beginning of the conversation. And I'm going to have it as a topic tonight. Your bottom line for your YouTube channel is love. That's it. Bottom line, love. And you know who demonstrates that perfectly? Mm-hmm. Daisy May.
Daisy May.
She talked about that yesterday when she was looking, showing me her watch hours. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Joshua. That it wasn't about being able to make some money, although that's always a nice bonus. It was more the accomplishment of doing it. And that she created a truly safe and magical space on her deck, looking at the boats, enjoying the beach with her, and most importantly to me, maybe I'm being selfish with this, Daisy May the puppy hanging out with that beautiful face, Daisy May the puppy.
She's like so cute and she's a little diva, that Daisy May puppy. Isn't she?
She is.
She's like, I can only walk this little bit and then I need to be like, carried or I need to be like in a stroller or something. She's a little diva.
Yeah. But she deserves it.
Yeah.
Let me
And you'll
say,
find if you are yourself 100% when you're doing your live stream and on your channel, you'll find that you get that personal satisfaction of like, wow, I did this and I like it and it's good and I can't wait to do more.
and speaking of which, let me say hi to Anna. Anna is here. Hey, Anna. And
And Mary Gigs. Hi, Mary Gigs.
yep, Mary's Gigs is at 977 subscribers. And you know what's the amazing thing with Mary? She has her watch hours. So she has the 3K so she can get super chats and stuff. And um I think she has 4K. She just needs to get that 1,000 subscribers. So 977. Anyone who is not subscribed, can you share her out? Can you subscribe?
Nice. That's a
Can
big
you?
accomplishment. Like,
It
that's
is.
pretty amazing. Yeah. Congratulations, Mary Gigs. Like, that's pretty big deal. It's pretty awesome. Hi, Stella. Hi, Nature Boy Realms.
Hey, Chris, Mama Chris. Mama Chris is another place that has created a really you, Daisy, and Nature's Dog Realms, Mama Chris, have created magical places.
Aw, thank you, Yogi.
Have you ever played games with Chris?
No, no.
I know Eric Lapointe has. It's just so much fun. It's amazing. Uh, it's pretty random when she does it, but she'll do it every week. Trivia
No,
games, all kinds of stuff. You three,
nice.
you three have different but similar channels because you each have these absolute stellar, loving personalities, and you
Aw.
create this space for people just to be, just to hang out.
We have something in common. We're females.
Hey, Stella, is
Yeah,
that what it is?
yeah, we got it going on.
Hey,
Woman
Karen.
power. Yeah, girl power. Girl power. That's what it is, guys. We got it going on. Us
Hey,
women.
Jamie. Jamie Brown is here. Um, So yeah, Mary's Gig says her iPhone making up its own thing. Says actually has 5K watch hours, and she only needs 24 subs.
Oh.
Man,
Huh.
if I knew how to do it, I would create 24 alt accounts and sub right now to get her there. Maybe I
Yeah,
shouldn't say that.
but she'll get there organic. It's gonna be legit, normal, regular channels, and you get more from that. But you're gonna get there. You don't want to get just with the alternate channels. You're gonna get there organically with real life channels that want to support you, that love your content. You're gonna get there. Just
Hey,
you wait and see.
yep. Hey, Danny. Danny the Singer Manny is here.
Hi,
Thanks for
Danny.
thanks for the phone call this morning, Danny. I appreciate your input. Definitely, my friend.
Guys, I came on because I heard the yogi use the word enthusiastic, and I thought, did someone just say my first name? I'm coming on, and then I heard enthusiastic and breath work at the same time, and that I inspired you or something. And I'm like, how did he know I need breath work? I'm gonna get on there and I'm gonna get him to work on this faster, guys. I need some breath work.
Well, you and I were, Mary says, thanks. Okay, you're welcome, Mary. You and I were talking. You mentioned how much you're getting out of the 4x4 breath.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that
I
is, go ahead.
I don't know if anyone else struggles with this, but I mean, I bragged a lot about the 4-7-8 breath, about how I love that breath. It keeps me going. I do it even when I don't need to do it. Like when I'm not in a panic state, I've been doing it. But then I realized over the weekend, I kind of struggled. And then even leading up to the weekend with my anxiety got to a place where it was really overwhelming. And then I couldn't manage the 4-7-8 breath because by the time I got to the eighth, I was breathing heavily again, and I was going into panic. It was hard to get out of panic state, but I remember telling Yogi when I did the 4 and 4 breath, breathe in for 4, breathe out for 4. The circle, and in my brain I kept saying circular, relaxing, and you're still like I'm and then I realized I'm able to control my breathing, which was the most important part. I still kept my tongue behind my teeth because I
Right.
remember that will help me to as well control my panic state. And that one's been actually magical for me, the 4 by 4 breath. So,
So let's do that.
yeah. And can we
Yep.
add some of the somatic touch
Yep.
with that? That
Um,
would,
we'll turn the whole thing. Here's a couple things I want to add in. Breath work works best when it's practice. When you and I talked about that this morning too. Hey, Kitu, that you can get the great thing with breath work is when you need it, it's there, it's available, and it works. You can navigate yourself out of anxiety, out of a panic attack, out of sleeplessness into sleepfulness. Um, but when you establish it as a daily practice, 3 times a day, the benefits are magnified. Your entire life changes, as you were saying. You
yeah.
literally rewire your brain.
Yeah.
Um,
It doesn't mean that you don't still struggle though,
right.
right?
But now you have the tools. But
Yeah.
as you rewire the brain, you start to well, Mary only needs 17 more.
You see what
Um,
I mean, Mary? You see, girl, just be patient. Listen, we got the magic touch. You're almost there.
um, so there's a breath for every occasion. There's a Christmas breath, an Easter breath. Now there are
I'm like, ooh, Easter's coming up. Let's work on some Easter breathing.
there. Um, I mentioned coffee breathing.
Yes. Can you tell
Water.
us about that again, Yogi? You were mentioning there was 4 different breaths. Can you
Yep,
tell the chat about it?
yep. 3 different breaths. There's the coffee breathing, which is an energetic, invigorating breath. You can also use it to warm up for exercise. Um, and there is water breathing, which is a neutral breath. It is good. Hey, Danny, uh, when you need a pick me up or when you need to calm down a bit, but still be fully engaged with everything in the world. Like that 4-7-8 breath can really, really zap you out. It makes you feel like you've entered this magical state.
Yeah, you
But
go into
sometimes,
cloud 9. It's a whole different realm you're in after you do that. And if you do more than 3 or 4,
yeah.
you're like on a natural high. It
So
doesn't feel like anything is real.
exactly, and that's in the whiskey category. So, all of those things just signify like whiskey signifies relaxing, coffee stimulates being picked up, and water being
Mhm.
neutral. But if you're at work, if you have things to do, you don't want to be in that zone. Hey, Laradex.
Laradox, stop it. One day I'm gonna take it down soon. The more I show you guys, the more I'm telling myself it needs to come down. Laradox, is it still Christmas?
I saw that. Hey, Tim says he's only
Stop.
130 away from 1K,
Wow,
130
way
subs.
to go, Tim. And you know the thing is, I feel like I just met you guys and like you're there already. It's like happening like this.
Hey, and
And
Tim's on a mission. He wants to hit 1K without any new content, without putting out content.
it's Tim. I was reading that when you said it the other day. I was like 10. Well, first I think you mistake. You said 10,000. But
Did I say 10?
still 1,000. But he has some kind of content, right? It's not no content.
I think he has a couple videos that he had put up like a while back,
Yeah.
but he's
So
not going
that
to do
shows
anything
off
new.
your networking skills. It means you're a great networker, which is pretty amazing.
Um, yeah, he is one of those. Him, Scott Ferguson, are people are very they
Yeah.
exist on YouTube to support. So it
Yeah.
seems all they do is
Share
support.
Bear? What about Share Bear?
Share Bear too.
Share
Share
Bear
Bear's
too.
yep,
I think
absolutely
there's
amazing.
another Daniel Brown. He's very famous on our channel, Daniel Brown. These channels are like, wow, right?
Hey, sweating and smiling. Tim says no, absolutely no content.
Wow. So now imagine you were to add content to this networking skill that you have,
He's going to after he hits 1K.
like killer chicken banana dinner.
Thank you.
Yeah, banana
Thank you
dinner.
for that correction.
Yeah, I had to correct myself. I'm like, have some respect for the vegans around here.
So we're gonna do the 4x4 breath, and we're gonna do an entire 10 rounds of it. Um, this is a wonderful practice to do in the afternoon. Keeps you even keeled, keeps you family friendly. By family friendly, I mean that you don't take your work home with you. That you don't, when you're upset about the stressors of life, you don't take it out on other people because you've come back to that your loving potentiality using
This
the
is a
breath as
good
a tool.
one. Guys,
Um,
double tap your screen and like the live. Super chat to show your support.
hey,
Yes,
Mike.
super chat. Let's do some gems. Let's do some jewels. Let it rain on the yogi while we do some
Um,
breathing.
so I will make a separate video that Ujjayi breath, the victorious breath, because it is such an important breath. And it seems to be a hard one for a lot of people to get. It's a very, and you can use it anytime. It's the single greatest stress reducer of any breath, bar none. And
How does it?
it's making that ha sound. It's the snoring breath.
Uh,
Or Ujjayi means victorious, so it's called the victorious breath. But it's also known as MVP. You're welcome, my friend. I'm happy to.
Hi, MVP Fishing.
That it's also called the ocean's breath because you're making that sound of the ocean. So you've seen me fog up the glasses before.
Yes, that's a good breath. That's
It
that
is.
one.
So
Yeah.
we're going to use that with the 4x4. So I want to demonstrate it real quick that I breathe in. See, the glasses are slightly fogged. I'm going to do the same thing with my mouth shut. Did you do it?
So I'm not opening
Nice.
my mouth at all.
Nope. Now do the same thing as you breathe in. Make that same sound as if you're imitating someone snoring. Perfect. I can hear it, and that's perfect. Now exhale.
Okay.
Same thing. Perfect. Did everyone else hear that? That is the Ujjayi breath. And do me a favor, please. Can you do that same thing 3 times? Perfect.
Oh my
Literally.
God, that
Perfect.
one too is like just adding that sound.
Yes. Amazing. I
I'm
have used,
smiling.
I have navigated through panic attack in the middle of the night when I was afraid to make a noise because my father was sleeping
Yes,
just down
yes,
the hall.
yes.
And then you double down on your anxiety because if I move, if I react, I wake my father, who, uh, he was
Mm,
congestive heart failure. Rest was almost impossible for him. If he got to sleep, it was a man,
mhm,
you know.
mhm,
So, what do you do when you are when you're suffering through that and you're afraid to move?
mhm.
Um, when I've known about that breath, I used to do yoga classes and people do it, but I didn't know the benefits until I became a breath work instructor, pranayama coach.
Mhm.
Um, and when I started doing this at night, hey, Miss Flipper, it gave me that pull where without doing any other special breath work, just that, and then lengthening my exhale just a little bit, I was able to um, relax and guide myself through those panic attacks. So we're going to do that breath, Ujjayi breath, with the 4x4. We're going to breathe in through the nose for 4. We're going to exhale through the nose for 4. There's going to be a slight pause that we don't count. We just notice. It's a very
Okay,
slight pause.
okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to demonstrate 2 breaths, and then I'm going to guide everyone through it. I'll do the counting for everyone. Here we go. That was 2 breaths. We're gonna do 10. If
Oh
you
my
do 10 of these,
gosh.
if you do
Yes.
10 of these breaths every day, report back to me in a month. Report back to me in a week and let me know how
I
you
feel
feel.
like I want to report right away because I can't stop smiling. And I just did 5 of them so far. I'm like,
Right.
I'm ready. I feel completely different than when I got on this live. Not a word of a lie. I'm not even lying.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Kellogg says, so kind Erica, wish every parent had a son like you. Your father watches you from above in the sky. Don't forget this. Thank you, Kellogg.
That
You know,
calls for the bell, Yogi. The bell needs to be rung right now. The big one, the cowbell.
Kellogg's, this is for you, my friend. Thank you. Thank you for those kind words.
Yes.
All right. So here's what we're gonna do. First, close your eyes
Hmm.
and gently, gently, gently put your focus between the eyebrows. This is actually called the Shimbhave Mudra, and it is perfect for mental clarity and focus, stress reduction, emotional balance, inner peace, improved sleep, and it's also a deeply, deeply spiritual practice. So you're simply relaxing and have a gentle focus there. Scan the body. If you feel any tension, lightly breathe into it. No special breath, just lightly breathe into it. Give it the little intent to relax. Now I'm going to guide you through 10 breaths. We're going to breathe in through the nose for 4, that natural pause only for an instant, and then we're going to exhale for 4, that natural pause only for an instant. So breathe in for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Last breath. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Just stay in this space. Keep your eyes closed. Still focusing on that third eye. Really create a magical place. Exists already within you, always there. You're using your breath to open the door and step in. In this place, this natural meditation, simply send yourself love. Feel it in your heart center. Fill it with light. And now extend it. It's an offering. Love is never meant for one person alone. Offer it out to your loved ones. Offer it out to everyone in the chat, everyone on YouTube, everyone in the world, and just pour that love out because it's all coming back to you as well. You can go ahead and open your eyes.
That's so beautiful. I'm so thankful. Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
We'll kind of give ourselves a hug.
Who needs somatic touch after that? This is even, oh, yes.
Yep.
Better.
So it's simply folding our arms over. Whatever feels comfortable for you, one arm at a time, two arms at a time. And then your hands together. We're going to do hand skating. In case it feels comfortable for you. This is my favorite.
Yeah, I've been doing this a lot this weekend, believe it or not, even though it was so uncomfortable before. But I find it's easy to do and no one even knows what you're doing. Like you can do it and help yourself and no one has to even know what you're doing.
And then your hand on your chest in the heart center and just circles. And when we're done, hands in the namaste position. And love you guys.
Namaste. This is how I did my breathing with you. I was in the namaste position.
Nice.
And I didn't want to come out of my space.
And it really is a beautiful space. And it
Yeah.
exists there always.
Yeah.
Hey T, Bumblebee T is here.
Hi, T. And Miss Blipper says she does the 4 in, 4 out count breath every morning, but she alternate the nostrils. Does that make a difference?
It does make a difference. It's a very powerful breath. But it can be it can be a little complicated to teach.
Mhm.
Fortunately, Miss Blipper had a really, really good teacher. I know him personally.
Mhm.
And taught her how to do it. All right.
Oh,
I want to
you know
start.
him personally. Oh, he
I,
gave her the hard stuff, the ones that she can handle, and we get the easy breaths, right?
yeah, I do know Miss Blipper's teacher personally.
Oh, he's
S-
amazing, I bet, right? He must be an amazing yogi.
Seems like a good guy. Seems like
Yeah.
a good guy.
We love it. Yogi, thank you so much. I don't want to know what happens when you're on here for more than 5 minutes, but let's just say that the yogi was doing breath work, so I couldn't interrupt, and that's why I couldn't leave before my 5 minutes, guys.
I appreciate it. You're always welcome.
We appreciate you so much, Yogi. I hope everyone join in and try out these breath work that the yogi's been giving us. Listen, guys, it's not a joke, it's a real thing. And it really does help. And if you guys are appreciating it, don't forget to super chat and Jules. We love you, Yogi. Namaste.
Namaste. Love you too. Um, footage says, "Do you remember me? I believe you told me that I sucked. Am I right about that? But you had an excellent point. Welcome back. We were doing some breath work, Footage Pro. Song Hill says hello. Hey, Song Hill. Night Watcher says, I notice when I pay attention to my breathing, it makes my breath faster naturally, like a panic, weirdly. It can, but just by noticing it, you can also now begin to make that shift. If you just, as soon as you notice it, notice where you're breathing from. Are you nasal breathing when you notice it? Is your belly soft and relaxed? Is it moving with your breath? Is it going out on the inhalation? Is it falling back naturally on the exhalation? And now, if you want to make some changes, just by those noticing that, and then introducing nasal breathing, making sure that you're in yoga, the basic breath is called the easy breath. We've done this before, guys. Hand on your chest, hand on your belly. The belly should rise and fall. The chest should barely move. If I'm not nasal breathing, You see how my chest moves? Nasal breathing. Chest is still, almost entirely. It's always going to move a little bit. It's the belly that's rising and falling. I'm breathing from the diaphragm. You can change your emotional state just by noticing that. So if you notice that your breath is breathing faster, almost like a panic, focus on the nasal breathing. You can focus at first on the very tip, feeling the breath going in. This is key for the Vipassana meditation, which is a Buddhist breath watching. Just watch the breath, tip of the nose, rising, falling. In Zen, they focus more on the hara, which is the center, right below the belly button, the breath going in and out. And then from that, this is called, again, the easy breath. You can practice this on your back. After you've noticed that and you've gone down to the belly to practice that belly breathing, add in the ujjayi, that Victoria, the ocean breath. Just making that sound, that slight constriction of the throat. It tones the vagal nerve. The vagal nerve is sorry, I had to say out of my cat. The vagal nerve is one of the largest nerves, and it is what connects us to from that fight or flight to the rest and digest. Unfortunately, that nerve is messed up because we're so often kept in that fight or flight, that light state of stress all the time, which is why we respond so drastically and dramatically to little events that have absolutely no meaning, because it's not our fault. We're caught in that cycle of fight and flight, and we're just escalating in an instant. All right, let me dive back in. Sorry, guys. Sorry, cat. Can't apologize to you guys without apologizing to my cat. Colleague says, why use agrochemicals and pesticides? It's not bad to eat some larvae time to time. Our chemicals in agriculture cause cancer. I agree. I think probably largely it stems to profit, because you can ship it out further and faster when it is pumped full of pesticides. Laradox says, hi. Hey, Laradox. Mary says, sub nightmare. Nice, guys. Austin says, way to go, Austin. 834. You're definitely gaining, my friend. Grumpy Sapper is here. Hey, Grumpy. How are you, my friend? Guys, have you ever hung out on trivia night with Grumpy Sapper? It's a ton of fun. It's an event. It should be actually a national YouTube event. YouTube should shut down for an hour and give Grumpy Sapper a platform just to do his stuff. So how are you, Austin? Let's see. Hey, Tandra. Tandra, how are you? Kellogg says, chemistry is good only to learn the body's structure and metabolism. But my opinion, chemistry now is, as a science, poisons our world. That's hard to argue with. Miss Flipper says the greatest. Well, I will pass the word on to him next time I have a conversation with him. So, Nightmare, I hope that explanation helped about watching the breath. In yoga, it's called a sankalpa, which means intention. We can enter the intent anytime we want, and the intent will change how we're breathing pretty quickly. Just give me a moment, please. I went to say hi to our friend Goldie. I missed her when she came in. Nightmare says, did you just call me Night Watcher? I probably did. If you think I did, I'm not going to dispute that I didn't. So I probably did. I'm just, you know what? Let's just try out new names and see how they stick. Sniper says the government rules requires cancerous substances like glyphosate. Hey, giving myself a little clap. I would ring the bell for actually believing that I pronounced that right. I have heard of Lincoln Park. There ducks. Austin drops his link. Thank you, Austin. Says he's doing good. Nightmare says nightmare says. Thanks, our ducks. 10 to go. Awesome. Mary says 15 to go. Thanks, guys. Man, we could do it. We could do it today. Actually, for a Nightmare who hoping to get to 50 so he can do some live streams. Hey, Nightmare, 50 subscribers. You're there. Awesome. When is the first live stream going to be? I'm sort of caught up with the chat. I know I missed something. I apologize, guys. Neighbor says, like 10 people just subbed to me. You guys are awesome. 3 to go. Nope, you're there. 50. It takes a day before YouTube recognizes it and you can do your live stream. Way to go, Nightmare. Laradox says, Nightmare, I just got my basketball team to sub. I text them. Way to go, Laradox. Way to step up for a friend. That is absolutely awesome. Hey, how many people are on your team? Laradox. Can we get 17, 15 for Mary's gigs? Hello, my friend. How are you?
Tired. Don't know why, but really tired.
Must have been the workout on Sunday.
I think it might have been something to do with that nasal breathing. It sort of like takes a little bit of time for it to catch up. But it's certainly registered on the brain and it's like, oh, yeah, tired.
Nice.
I think it's just cold weather. A few short sleeps. I've obviously caught up. It's like, yep, I'm tired. But anyway, congratulations. There's a lot of people making some awesome milestones. Obviously getting monetized, hitting those special markers, 50s, 100s, 1000s. Well, congratulations to you all. It's amazing. Goldie, oh yeah, hope you're well.
Hey, Goldie.
Much love to everybody. As always, the community, great place. What a great place. Everybody seems to be starting to get that little bit of feel-good factor. Obviously, the weather's starting to change. So we've all got things to look forward to. Just keep sharing, keep enjoying. That's what it's all about. I just wanted to say that obviously that little statement that was posted earlier, yep, very, very respectful about your father looking down on a great son. It's yeah, it's very very deep, very important, and very true.
Thank you.
No problem at all. Always a pleasure. I have 15 minutes and then I'm going to get Smile Face to work as hard as he can for
nice.
45 minutes. That'll be a good little session.
I'll be there because we're going to make an hour. So 16 more minutes and then you'll be live and we'll be hanging out with you.
CD.
What are you guys going to do? Like a full routine or just burpees?
No, I'm going to do exactly the same as what I did last night. I'm on a little bit of conditioning mission at the moment. So it's a case of doing the burpees, the sit-ups and the squats. The three main body parts, obviously, you're working everything with a burpee. Just putting a little bit of extra work into the core and the legs. I need my legs. I've got to try and build my legs up a little bit. Obviously,
right.
chicken legs are okay, but only if you start going.
We knew something was going to happen.
I couldn't help myself. It was just one of those, and I built up to it nicely with the chicken legs. Nightmare 55 subs. Yes, brother. Awesome stuff. Silly Jim Rat. He's been really poorly as well. Everybody seems to be getting this bug that's going about, but we still managed to do a workout a few days back, and it was quite intense. His progress is coming on crazily, and his subs he's pushing on towards 3K already.
Wow,
Doing really,
nice.
really well. And it's all about just that love and that energy. And this little bit of thing of loving the energy.
Hey, Grumpy Sapper says, sounds like a Brummy accent there.
It certainly is, my friend. I am from Birmingham. I want to be a tree. That's what we're famous for the accent.
Is it? And canals.
And canals, yes. We do actually have more canals than Venice, which is a crazy thought. Unfortunately, a lot of them are filled with shopping trolleys and burnt out cars and stuff, but it's what happens.
Yeah. I'd like to see you connect with a fellow Birmingham. Our friend Alien Frog King, aka Hybrid Jim, aka Barefoot Burpees.
Is he from Birmingham?
He is.
I'll have to reach out. I'll see what's going on. Right, I'm going to love and leave you then. It's been an absolute pleasure. As I say, I've got 10 minutes before I'm live. But have a great day, people. Wednesday tomorrow. So we've already reached the middle of the week.
Yeah.
Right. No matter where I move this camera now, Xena has this way of getting in front of it, just in the middle.
She's the star. We all know that.
Yeah.
We're co-stars in the Xena movie.
Right, I love you all then. And it's Jace of Protestant. I don't do religion, Kellogg's. Unfortunately, it's one of those things that caused too many conflictions for me. Every time I delved into every religion, I kept finding barriers and obstacles that just didn't allow me to agree with most of the principles. So I came to a conclusion that the only way that I can live my life is through showing love and kindness, caring, always keeping that open door, never shutting anybody out. And it's totally unconditional, and it's just pure love. And it means that I don't really have to worship anything apart from my heart, and then just make sure that I portray that to other people as much as possible. And that's it, basically, my friend.
Beautifully said.
No problem at all. Like 5 minutes, 10 seconds. What have I done? I blame Xena. Speak. There you go.
There you go.
That's the best bark I can give you.
Xena gets the last word.
Speak to you soon. Bye.
Take care. Bye. Grumpy Sap who says, what's your channel? He is Jace. Jace, if you hear this, can you drop a link for your channel real quick for Grumpy Sapper to connect? Namer says, love the accent. Hey, Marie. We get some love from just Marie mooing in our basement. So thanks, guys, for hanging out with me. We had a fun time. It was, I'm going to stay live for another 12 minutes, and then we want to hang out with Jace. Let's check real quick on Mare. Congratulations to Nightmare. Not Nightwisher, Nightmare. And let's see where our friend Mary is right now. Mary is the single hardest working person on 15 to Go on YouTube, and she takes you along with her, and she makes it look like fun. Well, you actually experience everything that Mary's going through. Most days are good. Every once in a while, you know, when you're working with people, when you're doing gig work, it's not always going to be ups. You know, you might have a few moments where things, traffic, that kind of stuff. No one sails through it better than Mary. Laradox says, life will get my basketball team. I need 11 more to get to 500. Awesome. Let me make sure that I am subscribed for both. Give me a second, guys. Laradox is coming through to everyone. Coming through for everyone. I believe I already have on you on both my accounts. It's not really an alt account. It is the original when I got on YouTube, you know, decades ago, or at least a decade ago. Yep, I'm on both. So the breath that we did, guys, was 4x4. If anyone did it with me, and it was done with the ujjayi with that snoring sound. It's the basic breath. When you have that, now you can veer off in other directions. You can introduce lengthening the exhalation, breathing in for 4, exhaling for 8. You're doubling the exhalation. Perfect for your sleep hygiene routine. So in the daytime, we're doing 4x4, breathe in for 4, out for 4, 10 rounds. It takes less than 5 minutes. It will have a profound effect. It literally rewires your central nervous system to make you more responsive, less reactive. And then for your sleep hygiene, double the exhalation. You breathe in for 4, exhale for 8. If you need to make it even stronger, breathe in for 4, exhale for 8. Close off the right side and exhale through your left. So I breathe in for 4. One breath. And I already felt something. Imagine doing that 10 times. And incorporate that ujjayi breath, that ha, often throughout the day. Just pause. Let's see. Ketu says, I am still. Kellogg says, Sergey's Protestantism is a rational and logical worship. It's not like the other sects, like Catholics and Orthodox. You guys have probably heard me. What's going on with Lorax and Gilbert? Did I miss something? Anna says hi to Zena. Gotta say hi to Zena. Did I miss Gilbert? I don't see him here. Naima says here in Scotland, Protestants and Catholics don't really get on. Grew up watching a lot of hatred between two, sadly, which is such a strange religion from the heart. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense. So yeah, I don't see what was going on with Lorax and Gilbert. However, you guys know I'm going to ask you all to be kind to each other. Mary says, I would say I don't edit and I keep it real. Yes. Perfect. I agree. I get a little bit of heat in my room. We're going to talk for 6.5 minutes, and then we're going to go check out Jace. I got my afternoon meditation to do, and Breaking the Waves, a film directed by Lars Van Trier. What is that about, Miss Flipper? Let's see. Sampa says, Eric, have we spoken about mentalism? I think we have a little bit. And Goldie says, not true. I'm a Protestant. Don't hate on anyone. This is true. I can vouch for that. Lerodox says, Ziggy, what do you mean I wasn't being mean to Gilbert? You misunderstood? Well, I didn't say anything. I'm just wondering. I heard Scylla Jimrat say, Lerodox, Gilbert is my friend, leave him alone. So I was just wondering what was going on. Not accusing anyone of anything. All I said was, let's just be kind. If there was something that I didn't see, let's just be kind. Lerodox says, Gilbert is in the chat now. I mean, he's insane in the good way. He would agree with that. Sniper says, Zeradex is called conditioning. What doesn't break makes you stronger. Rebecca says, hi, Danny and Anna. How are you, Rebecca? Sniper says, Gordy, which part of Scotland are you from? She isn't. Gotcha. We used to do that way back in the day when I was doing Thai boxing. We would condition the shins quite a bit. Cody's in Transylvania, Romania. Rebecca says, I'm good. How about you? I'm doing good, Rebecca. Thank you. Rich Pippa says, love, delusions, and the effects of controversial Protestant. It's not going to come out, guys. The more I try, the less it's going to come out in Scotland, the movie. Gotcha. Interesting. This is coming from a moving athlete. Yeah, but different conditioning for different sports, Paradox. Like I said, we used to do quite a bit of stuff like that when we were, when I was doing Dragon Fruit Man says I'm at the gym. Nice. When I was training in Thai boxing, because Thai boxers kick from the shins. Oh man, and I could never condition my shins enough to block those guys that were really good at it. It was always painful. Cypress says athletes not want to get hurt because they cannot perform. But to be a warrior, it will be part of the MO. Dodak says, I understand if you are a guy who is less likely to run, more is versus dragon. Hey, Go On Life. Go On Life says, hi. How are you, my friend? It's been a little while. It's nice to see you. Cypress says, hi, Goldie. Life says hi to everyone. How have you been, Life? Foreman says, just took the cold shower of my life. Oh, so the thermostat still isn't working? Thank you, Odom. Thodak says, looks like you're asking about conditioning your shins. I don't think anyone's asking. Possible for martial arts, Muay Thai, or general toughness. If that's the case, here are some effective ways to toughen your shins. Mary says, I don't like to be cold. Me either. It never used to bother me, but the last few years, Life says, I'm fine. You sure? Thodak says, shin kicking drills. Yep, we used to do that. Shin rolling. Yep, we used to do that as well. Format says I got to take it apart, then got to wait on part to arrive. You know how long that's going to be? Life says my mood switched soon. Hey, you hurt soon? Feel free to reach out. You know how to get in touch. No idea? Sometimes we don't. Sometimes we're just floored. Life in general, we don't need a reason. We don't need a reason to hurt. Life can be difficult for so many of us. However, just like we don't need a reason to hurt, we also don't need a reason to love ourselves through that hurt. Evan says, have you ever almost died? Yes. Yes. Some scary times. Not like a near-death experience type of thing, but I don't know if I should get into it. It was stupidity on my part, and I endangered other people at the same time. Youthful, useful things under the influence of alcohol. Lodok says, not that you won't become more tough, just might cause pain if you are running. Gotcha. So, yeah, Laradox, it all depends on, what you're doing, what you're training for. Foreman says, nothing wrong with it. Fighters always hit their shins to build up bones. I watched a Master Chai, a Thai boxer from Thailand. I watched him Thai kick and it's with his shin, a baseball bat, and crack it in half. And then I watched him do two and crack him in half. It was incredible. And he would ask for volunteers to hold the bag. It was a seminar. He came to the school that I was training at. Mary says, we'll be right back. Let me see. Let's give a good click on Life on Random real quick. 504. So awesome. Life on Random, are you still here? Congratulations. Big congratulations, my friend. Hey, Tita Breath. Like 29, thank you so much. Nice to see you. Man, some big things for our friends. Sean says, hey, Eric. Hey, Sean. I went to the hospital early in the morning yesterday because I overdosed. Took 2 Percocet tablets, 5 ibuprofen, which has I actually can't pronounce that. So 17 tablets and 5. Wow. How are you? And how and why did that come about? Jimmy says, hello to Tita Beth. Jimmy says, hi to Poor Man. Poor Man says, when I was in warehouse work, I used to break pallet boards with knuckles. Wow. How was the conditioning for your knuckles? I think our friend Jace should be live right about now. So I'm going to kick you guys out. I might stay on for a minute or two longer. I'd like to see if our friend Life on Random is still here. But for everyone else, I'm going to kick you guys out. Go hang out with Jace. You've been with me long enough. I got nothing more to say. I'm just repeating myself now, talking nonsense. Jace is where the money's at, guys. Poor Man says, hey to Jamie, and gets to the point where you don't feel it. I could put dents in sheet metal. Wow. Sean says, I have a severe hole in my tooth. So you were trying to deaden the pain? Oh, you got to be careful, Sean. Rebecca says, bye. Thanks, Rebecca. Take care, my friend. I appreciate you hanging out with us. Tita drops her link. One of my favorite things in the morning is heading over to, I'll put Tita Breath up and have her run through the morning as I'm doing my writing or as I'm doing my live stream. Guys, make sure you check out the link that she dropped. Zipper says, I lost 2 of my knuckles doing conditioning work with a guy in London. The guy had the biggest ego and never went back after that injury. Yeah, sadly, that's found quite a bit in the martial art community. Poor Man says, got to keep it reasonable, Sniper. Yeah, I've done dumb stuff like that too, especially with alcohol. I'd like to say all the dumb stuff I've ever done has been the direct result of alcohol, but I've done some dumb stuff on my own as well. But alcohol just escalated it 100-fold. Zipper says, Sean, chew a clove. Good advice. Yeah, it's definitely better for you than taking the route that you did, Sean. All right, so guys, I'm gonna hang out with Jace for a few minutes. I'm gonna meditate. I hope to see you over at Jace's. Mary's Gigs is back. Welcome back, Mary. Let's refresh Mary's page real quick. $15 to go for Mary. We got one more live stream tonight, so maybe we'll have some people who can help us out. Get those last 15. Miss Flipper sent some love. Thank you, Miss Flipper, my friend. Cypress says, poor man, remember the Russian billionaire that owned Chelsea? All right. Again, I'm shooing everyone away. I'll see you at Jason's. Take care, my friends. See you all later. Thanks for hanging out with me.